evening, everyone. My name is James Oluwole, and I'm excited again to connect with every one of us today. It's been a journey, it's been an exciting journey from the beginning of this year under the James Oluwole Leadership Masterclass sections. And I want to believe that with the help of God, God has been faithful to us, and this is where we are. Today would be the second to the last leadership masterclass for the year 2025, and I want to thank everyone that have been faithful and that has stayed committed to this journey. And I want to believe that at every of our sections, we've been able to provide you the best of value. We've been able to provide you the best of growth journey and supported you in the best way we can as we continue to grow in our leadership, grow in our business, in our family, in our career, and to just not just growing, but also to impact our world. We have been looking at a very interesting topic, which is the core of greatness, building leadership on character, integrity, competence, and loyalty. And today we are focusing on the part 2. During the part 1, we went through the concept of character. We went through the concept of integrity and competence. And it has been blasting all around. The feedback has been overwhelming with great feedbacks from many people, from my friends, from my network. And I want to believe that the desired impact and the value that we have expected is yielding the result. And I want to thank everyone for trusting on the James Oluwole Leadership. On that section, we have one of our highest viewing channels on YouTube, and that tells you the value that this program is providing. And today at the part 2, we're going to be focusing on loyalty, which is the next core foundation to leadership, and now conclude the teaching today on the connectivity between character, between integrity, competence, and loyalty, and how they all connect to each other. I can assure you again, it's going to be another interesting time. So let's move on this engagement today. So let's look at what is the concept of loyalty. Loyalty is a firm and consistent allegiance or commitment to a person, to a cause, to a vision, to principles or organizations, especially in the face of challenges, especially in the face of uncertainty and opposing pressure. Loyalty is also defined as a deep commitment and faithfulness one shows to persons, to purpose, to organizations, even in moments of difficulty, disagreement, or temptation. Loyalty has become a core virtue that everyone in your field, in family, in organization, in community, in the government, in our churches, in any environment you find yourself, in business, in relationship, loyalty has become a core virtue that everyone needs to develop. And our ability to develop loyalty defines us. It speaks well of who you are. Loyalty means that you stand firm and staying true and being dependable when others choose to walk away, even in difficult time. That is what loyalty means, that you choose to remain dependable. We can rely on you. You remain faithful to a cause, to a vision, even in difficult times, not minding if anyone chooses to walk away. You stood and you remain who you are. Loyalty, in simple terms, it means being consistent. It means supporting and developing a behavior where you believe in something That is what loyalty is. Loyalty means that I am with you, whether you are right or you are wrong. But I will help you to get back to being right when you are wrong, as long as you are willing to admit to the fact that you are wrong and you need me to help you to get back to being right. That is what loyalty means. Loyalty means that you stand with your friend, with your colleague, with your organization, with your family, even when they are right or they are wrong. But the fact still remains that when they are wrong, you are willing to help that person by enabling them to correct their wrong to becoming right in the future. Because loyalty is not deceptive. Loyalty is not manipulative. Loyalty does not mean that you need to sell off your conviction. No, that's not what loyalty is. And in this section, I'm going to unfold a lot of things so that we can understand what level of loyalty are you. Have you been able to mirror yourself and ask yourself some basic questions about your personality? Ask yourself that who are you in terms of loyalty? What level of loyalty do you have in terms of your values? Are you the kind of person that you compromise your values? Are you the kind of person that even in testing and challenging time, you are willing to stand for what is right? Are you the kind of person, even in organization, that when you are engaging with clients, they cannot trust you? What is your level of loyalty? I also want you to understand that loyalty is not blind allegiance, but it is the ability to stay faithful. It is the ability to remain faithful with integrity, respect, and professionalism. It is not blind followership. Loyalty does not mean you are blinded and you follow people just because you want to follow them. No. It is an expression of trust. It is an expression of integrity. It is an expression of your conviction that stays truth even when circumstances changes. In simple terms, loyalty means standing by what and whom you believe in, even when it is no longer convenient. Are you that kind of a person of loyalty? Can we trust on your loyalty? What is your level of loyalty? Let's quickly look at what I put here as the core essence of loyalty. The core essence of loyalty says that loyalty is the bond of trust. Friend, I need you to understand that loyalty is the bond of trust that holds relationship, that holds a team, that holds an organization together. If you are not a loyal person, you cannot be trusted. If you are not a loyal person, no matter the service you provide, let the service be an excellent service, your customers may still not rely and want to work with you, because loyalty is the bond of trust. Loyalty is also the true test of character. So now you begin to see the correlation, how interwoven, how aligned loyalty is with character, with integrity, with competence. When there is nothing to gain and everything to lose, it is the test of your character. That is what loyalty is. Loyalty is the bridge between trust and longevity. Whether in leadership, whether in organization, whether in ministry, whether in friendship, whether even in business, your ability to stay trusted and remain long in that relationship is as a result of loyalty. Loyalty is a mark of maturity. It is a mark that enables you to be mature and stay committed even when others do not want to stay within that relationship again. Your willingness to stand for what is truth, even when it hurts you. Your ability to speak what is right, even in difficult moments. Loyalty is the highest proof of love. Your love is determined by the level of your loyalty. Loyalty is the deepest expression of trust. Your trust is tested based on the level of your loyalty. Loyalty is the truest measure of character. Character is shown based on the level of your loyalty. When loyalty is rooted in truth, it builds families, it strengthens organizations, and sustains legacies. When it is rooted in manipulation, it destroys leadership, it destroys relationships, it destroys followerships, it destroys a system. Why does loyalty matter? Why? Why does loyalty matter? Why are we speaking about loyalty? Look, let me tell you this. Loyalty has become a core virtue in career, in any organization. The challenge we are having, even within our government system, is because our leaders are not loyal to us. The challenge we are having in organization today is because leaders are not loyal. Employees are not loyal. The challenge we're having in families today between the husband and the wife is because there is no loyalty. And it kills the love. It kills the relationship. The challenges we're having between one nation to another is because loyalty breeds friendship. And because sometimes there is deceptive, friendship cannot be built and sustained. And this is why loyalty matters a lot. It matters because it is built on trust. It strengthens leadership credibility. It promotes stability. It cultivates unity and peace. It attracts divine and human favor. And it reveals your inner values. That is why loyalty matters. So when we ask you to be a person of loyalty, you develop your loyalty level. It helps you in every aspect. It helps your relationship to last long. It helps you to become a person that can be relied upon, even in tough moments. Are you a loyal person? Am I a loyal person? You see, many times, as I keep saying that, we need to be careful the way we are chasing success. Success is good. You want to become great. You want to achieve your profitability in your business. You want to keep scaling high. But when you are missing on these little things, these core foundations, I'm telling you, it has so much of impact. It has so much of negativity. We are having a lot of people, professionals, that they cannot keep relationship. Many professionals have led some organizations and they can't even go back there. Why? They have lost the trust, both from the organization and both from the employees. We are having leaders today that it's just all about them. They don't care how they are treating people. They don't care. You can imagine the challenge that Nigeria is going through now. It's taking another government to speak and for the nation and the government of Nigeria to rise up. And at this moment, we are hearing from the leadership of Nigeria asking the Nigerians to be loyal to their country. With all due respect, all this while, the same government has kept quiet. The same government have not attended to the plight of people. That is the life we are in today. When people demand you to be loyal when they needed you, but when you needed them or when they are expected to take responsibility, they shy away. We're in a challenging moment, let me be honest with you, and it's not just a country level thing. Even in your own life, in your own system, how loyal are you to your virtues? How loyal are you to your convictions? So I put here, there are some types of loyalty, and I would like us to quickly look at them. The number one type of loyalty is what we call personal loyalty. And with personal loyalty, this means you are committed to a person. You are committed to a mentor. You are committed to a leader. You are committed to a friend. You are committed to your spouse. You are committed to colleagues. And this commitment is based on strong relationship. So personal loyalty is your connection with another person, as a result of the relationships, as a result of the respect you have for that person, as a result of a shared values. So the connection is either through relationship, either through respect, or through a shared value. Now, sometimes this type of loyalty is very strong, that if you do not define the boundaries, the loyalty may result to bondage. The loyalty may result to abuse. The loyalty may result to unethical behavior if you do not put the right guidance and boundaries to that level of loyalty. And this is where I keep telling people that you need to draw the line, where you don't assume that you love your spouse to the level that you cannot speak truth to your spouse. No. You get to the point where you have a mentee and your mentee is doing something wrong and you cannot call the person out. No. No matter the level of relationship you may have with whoever it is, you should be able to set boundaries where your loyalty, your personal loyalty, does not affect your integrity. It does not affect your values. And this is the first type of loyalty. The number 2 type of loyalty is what we call institutional loyalty. This is when your loyalty is towards your organization, to an institution. Your allegiance is based to the organization, based on their brand, based on the community, and you are loyal to their mission. You are loyal to their values. Employees' loyalty to an organization. Many employees are loyal to an organization. Why? Because of the values. Because of a lot of people want to be part of the Rotary clubs. Why? Because the Rotary clubs has its values. A lot of people want to be part of a football club. Why? Because of the value the football club may have against other values, against other clubs. So different people have loyalty to institutions, to churches, to religious network as a result of the principles and values that those institutions have. So you have institutional loyalty. The number 3 is an ideological or the principle loyalty, where your loyalty is aligned to a shared value. When your loyalty is based on your conviction or your principle with another ideology. So, if you're a faith-based person, you want to associate yourself with a Christian because you share the same value. If you're Islam, you want to associate yourself with an Islamic person. Why? Because your loyalty is based on the principles, the shared value. So you have loyalty based on ideologies. And the number 4 is situational or conditional loyalty. Now, in the types of loyalty, this is the lowest type of loyalty. It is a situation where your loyalty depends on benefit or convenience. The reason you are being loyal is because there is something you want. Your loyalty is not truthful. Your loyalty is not sincere. Your loyalty is not with the right intention. Your loyalty is tied to reward. Your loyalty is tied to position. Your loyalty is tied to a benefit. It's a short-term loyalty. So when it is tested, you will fall. So we have situational or conditional loyalty. A loyalty that is based on personal interest and a motive of what is it for me? What do I benefit? And when the benefit stops, you withdraw your loyalty. Are you that kind of a person? So it based on the types of loyalty. Which level of loyalty, what types do you fall to? Now, apart from the types of loyalty, there is also what we call the stages of loyalty. So loyalty is on a growth stage. So there are 4 stages of loyalty, and I'm sharing this so that you can understand that loyalty can be developed. Loyalty can be built. Character can be developed. Integrity can be learned and developed. And if you listen, in the beginning of my teachings this year, I was telling and sharing in one of the sections that one of the things we need to develop this year is learning by observation. You can learn loyalty by observing. You can learn it. You can learn loyalty by observing. Observing is another way of learning. And in the stages of loyalty, for the first stage is what we call the initiation stage. At the initiation stage, this is the beginning of trust. or attachment to a person, to a cause, or to an institution. At this initiation stage, we borrow ourselves our trust, because I don't know you, and we've employed you, or we are working in the same organization. By default, I trust you. By default, I meet you in my church, and I feel that, we share the same value. So I trust you and I want to relate to you. So that is at the initiation stage. And many of us who've been in this stage, where you see someone and you quickly connect, and over time, you begin to see that, no, this person is not who you think the person is. Because that is the first stage of loyalty, stage in terms of the growth stage of loyalty, the initiation stage. Now, the second one is the testing stage. And at the testing stage, this is when loyalty is tried by disappointment. Loyalty is tried by disappointment. When you are disappointed, what is the test quotient of your loyalty? When you are disappointed, or you are offended, or there is a delay in gratitude or benefit, how do you react? This is where many people fail, because their loyalty in many instances is based on motive. So at the testing stage of loyalty, it defines who you truly are. It defines your convictions. It defines your values. It defines if you are that kind of person that you said you are. At the testing phase of loyalty. The number 3 stage of loyalty is what we call the maturity stage. At the maturity stage, this is when loyalty is rooted in your conviction. Your loyalty is rooted in conviction, not convenience. Is rooted in your principles and not compromise. That's you build maturity in your loyalty. You become loyal to the point that you are guided by your ethical values. You get to an environment and it does not align with your principles, and you either stay there to change it or you exit. You make it known from the very beginning who you are. You are not under pressure to change who you are as a result of the situations that you may have found yourself. So maturity stage, this is where every one of us should get to. In your business dealings, are you operating at a maturity stage loyalty? In your relationship with people, are you operating at a maturity stage loyalty? Or your loyalty is always shaking and not stable, is unstable? Are you operating at the maturity stage of loyalty? Then the number 4 is what I call the wish list, the desired, the exceptional. And what the number 4 talks about is the legacy stage. The legacy growth stage of loyalty. At the legacy growth stage, this is the advanced level where loyalty reproduces loyalty in others. You become a lawyer, your loyalty reproduces into others. You become a platform. You become a leader to the point that people want to follow you and they want to behave like you. And this is where leadership is critical, because your followers are following you. So at your legacy stage, what type of loyalty are you developing in others? What type of loyalty are you reproducing in others? The likes, and this is where ministers of God, this is where leaders in organization need to be careful, because your followers are following you based on who they see and what they see in you. At the legacy stage, it reproduces into others. Your examples become contagious. Your life becomes contagious. People at this level, they hardly change. And when they compromise on loyalty, It affects many other people, directly or indirectly. This is why leaders have to be careful. Many people believe in Nelson Mandela because he upheld loyalty to the level that it became a legacy. And people today, they use him as a reference in their life, in their convictions, in their values. People today celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Why? He built loyalty to the extent that it became a legacy on his convictions, on his beliefs. And many people make reference today in the US. There is a public holiday that that celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. That's how the level of loyalty, his impact has resulted to a nation shutting down and having an holiday for one person. That's what we're talking about, loyalty. So loyalty becomes a legacy. Are you building loyalty to the point where you are reproducing you into others? If we assess your life, can people truly follow you as a result of who you are? And they say, no, I just want to be like James. Are you reproducing yourself to others? I keep saying this. Don't grow to build your business if you don't have these core fundamentals. They are very important. Now, let's also look at the relationship between loyalty and professionalism. There is a relationship. The fact that we want to be professional does not mean you should not be loyal. The fact that you need to maintain professionalism does not mean that you cannot be a lawyer, you cannot still uphold your values. No, you can be professional and still be loyal. Loyalty must be balanced with professionalism. True loyalty is not emotional attachment, but principled commitment. It is not emotional attachment, it is rather principled commitment. This is why I was reaching out to many people, telling them there is a need you have to join this section today. I knew the value that this is going to bring to you. So every one of us want to be professional in our field, but it does not compromise your loyalty. And you can be loyal and still be professional when you maintain integrity, when you maintain objectivity, when you maintain excellence. You are loyal to the point that you do not accept mediocrity. You are not accepting what is wrong. Loyalty does not mean incompetence. No, it does not mean. So you can be professional and still be loyal. You can be professional and still be loyal. Loyalty and professionalism can be seen when you maintain confidentiality. You protect trust. You protect information. It's not every information that you are expected to disclose when you are not authorized to. Are you a confidential person? Do you keep confidence? Do you keep secrets? Organizational information? Do you keep it when you are not authorized to share it? Loyalty and professionalism can be enhanced when it is built on respectful communication. And please also note that professional loyalty is staying faithful to a cause, not covering up incompetency. It's not covering up incompetence. You are loyal to what you believe in, and you stand on truth, and it does not cover up incompetence. Now, when does loyalty becomes real? As I said again, loyalty becomes real when it is tested by offense, it is tested by delay or disagreement, and you still choose integrity. Then your loyalty is real. You want us to know if your loyalty is real? Go through the test of offense. Go through the test of delay. Go through the test of disagreement. Then we know if you are truly a loyal person or not. Many people at a little disagreement, they walk away. Many people resign organization so quick. Why? Because they are not in there to remain loyal. Even if the organization is going through difficult moments, they exit quickly. Your loyalty becomes real when you remain faithful in the absence of supervision or reward. your loyalty becomes real. When nobody is supervising you, can you still be loyal? When there is no reward attached to that thing, are you still going to be loyal? Your loyalty becomes real when you protect another person's reputation in their absence. Then your loyalty becomes real. Are you that kind of a person that you talk so much on people's back? Things you know you cannot say before them. Real loyalty is being tested. Your loyalty becomes real when it is driven by your commitment and values, not emotions or benefit. Loyalty is proven where there is every reason to leave, but you choose to stay. When does loyalty becomes a manipulation or a deception? And I believe that as we are going through this, many of us are beginning to understand, and you will be imagining, is it just this loyalty? Loyalty is deep. It's deep. And this is why we need to keep developing ourselves daily. Being in a relationships like this, being in a network like this, to unveil to you why these values are important. Because as I keep saying, many of us were going to be great. That is true. But the fear is that when you become great, if you lack this value, your success and your greatness may be short-lived. And that is why I am intentional in engaging us on this. Because the fact is that as long as you maintain the right principles, you are following through the right concept, you're taking risks, and you're doing the right things, you're going to be great. But what happens when you become great? Can you sustain greatness? What will keep you up there is no longer that what has taken you there. Is these values. If you don't have loyalty, it might be challenging. It might be challenging because it might affect your relationship with people. So when does loyalty become manipulation or deception? Loyalty becomes false. It becomes manipulative or deceptive when, number one, it is demanded without a mutual respect or fairness. When people demand your loyalty and they are not respecting you, you need to set a boundary. You need to let them know that no, I'm sorry. I can't go through this. Loyalty can be manipulative. And this is particularly when you have a personal loyalty with people, with relationships. You need to be careful. Your level of loyalty should not make us, I'm sorry to use this word, should not make us to be stupid. Unfortunately, many people have behaved in a stupid way that has affected them in their organization, has affected them, and they are regretting. Many people had missed bigger opportunities because of loyalty. They rise as a result of an opportunity of someone that had helped them to rise. And the person now wants them to do something as a payback, and they are willing to do, even when it compromises their values. Number two, loyalty becomes manipulative, false, and deceptive when it requires blind obedience that violates your conscience and ethics. When you have loyalty and it requires blind obedience, oh, just do it, don't worry, and it violates your conscience, then it's deceptive. Don't do it. Number three, loyalty becomes manipulative and deceptive when it is used to control, silence, or exploit people. And this is where our government agencies are very good. Our leaders, our politicians, they use loyalty to exploit people, to control people. They shut you up, especially during the elections period. Loyalty becomes manipulative and deceptive when it ignores truth and justice. You have to stand on truth. You have to stand on what is right, and you can still be loyal. Many people do not stand for truth for purpose of personal gain. They don't stand for justice because they are scared. What would happen? I might lose the position. What would happen? My boss may not like me again. Why? Because people don't want truth. They want you to be loyal to them. I was hearing a story today. I wouldn't want to mention the name, and the person was sharing that they disclosed something and he disclosed it, and that person never talked to him again. He hated him with passion. Why? He wanted him to hide it. No. When loyalty is manipulative, when it is conditioned on rewards, attention, proximity to power is manipulative. True loyalty is never slavery. It is choosing commitment that is rooted in mutual respect and shared values. So please, if you're a leader here, I need you to see all of this. If you are operating with this concept, then you are manipulating people. You are not leading people. If you're a leader here, either as a parent, you don't need to manipulate your children. And this is why many parents, I'm sorry to say this, many children don't respect their parents. Because many parents have used these devices, to lead their children this way. Blind obedience. You teach your kids how to lie. And they look at it and they look at them, no, this person is not, and they become violent and even disrespectful too because they see your life. Many leaders in the organization, many business owners, they tell the employees to lie to clients. I was sharing with, I think it's a group, I wouldn't want to, I'm being careful. And I was telling that group that the reason the credibility of that organization is being affected is because in the past, the loyalty of the organization has been affected. They have acted on deceptions on different occasions. That is why their credibility today has become a challenge. That's the truth. You see, sometimes this thing hurts, but you see, principles and truth cannot be changed. It's not about your feeling. And we are sharing this so that we can begin to realign ourselves. We can begin to adjust ourselves, because definitely when you become great, you are going to go through the phases of loyalty. Testing, life is going to test you. And when those tests come, how would you be able to stand? So let's look at how do you maintain loyalty, especially in difficult times. How do you maintain loyalty? I will go through this very quickly. 1, build convictions, not convenience. If you want to maintain loyalty, even in difficult moments, build convictions and not convenience. Know why you are committed to a person, to a cause, or to an organization. Convictions keeps you steady when emotions fade. This is why relationships should not be based on convenience. Any relationship you can't speak truth to and be objective to the other party, then such relationship is fake and it will not last. It's fake. You can't speak truth to relationship, it is fake. Number 2, in how to maintain loyalty even in difficult times, is communicate with transparency. When offense or misunderstanding arises, address it respectfully. Silent resentment breaks loyalty. Many people will not talk. They are feeling hot within them and they would rather keep quiet. No. Loyalty allows you to communicate transparently. You are ready to say it, even so that you can address it. Number 3, develop maturity. Understand that people and systems are not perfect. You see, this is why I keep saying about vulnerability. You need to show your vulnerability. You need to show your weakness. Many leaders are deceptive. They feel that people don't even know who they are. My mentor John Maxwell said he was having some great sections with some CEOs and leaders, and he was telling them that be honest and let your team know your weakness. And after the break, one of the top CEOs came to meet him and tell him that he doesn't agree with the principles that John Maxwell is talking about, and that most of the books he has read, they say leaders must not show their weakness. Is this? And he just laughed and told him that, so do you think your team do not know you? Every one of us as leaders, the people we are leading, they know us. And if you want to test that, go to your office tomorrow, do a survey. When you do the survey, share it with your team, anonymous survey. You will be amazed what they will say about you. You will be amazed that they know you beyond what you know yourself. So please, we need to build maturity. It's very important. Number 4, guide your heart from bitterness. Don't be a bitter person. Say it and let it go. Well, that's one thing I'm grateful to God with. No matter who offends me or I don't feel okay with a situation, I'll say it. And afterward, we will settle. I would not hold bitterness. Don't hold bitterness on people because it will affect your loyalty. Number 5, stay consistent with your values. You have to keep your values, even in tough moments. Number 6, remember the big picture. And number 7, be loyal to truth first. No matter the situation, be loyal to truth. If relationship or system violate integrity, loyalty must align with what is right, not merely who is in power. It has to align. Now, how do you balance loyalty with wisdom? Quickly, loyalty is not foolishness. A loyal person must be designing. So you need to know that loyalty goes alongside with wisdom. Be loyal to people, but not at the expense of your values. Be loyal to leadership, but not to wrongdoing. Don't say, oh, he's my leader, they said I should do it. No. So you need to apply wisdom, even in your dealings with leadership. Be loyal to institutions, but never compromise your conscience. Be loyal in speech and actions, but honest when correction is needed. Loyalty without wisdom leads to bondage. Wisdom without loyalty leads to betrayal. Which one are you? Loyalty without wisdom, you are in bondage. You are being loyal and you are not applying wisdom. That person has put you into bondage. That system has put you into bondage. That organization has put you into bondage. And when you apply wisdom but you are not loyal, you are also a betrayer. You have all the skills, you have all the wisdom, but you are not loyal to a system. You get an information from this and you take it to another competitor so that they can get something to you. No, you are a betrayer. Your wisdom without loyalty is betrayal. What are the dangers of loyalties and what are the rewards of loyalty? One of the dangers of loyalty is that it destroys trust and relationships. So check your life. If you're that kind of person that you cannot keep relationship for long, you are not a loyal person. You see, these things don't hide. It unveils us. People run away from people they cannot trust. Number 2 dangers of disloyalty is that it shortens destiny opportunities. Because no one promotes a betrayer. Look, I don't have time. I can stay on this with multiples of examples. If you are not a loyal person, it shortens your destiny opportunity. Many people, they are praying day and night, but they are failing to build loyalty. The past loyalty that people have given them opportunity to rise, how have you managed those relationships? Many have abused those relationships. They have abused a system, an organization that developed you, sent you for trainings, did everything, and you left them at a most challenging times that they needed you. and you never look back. In fact, you went away with all the knowledge. You never shared it with anybody. Nemesis would always come after you. It's not a cause. These are the challenge. That's the danger of loyalty. I said it in my lesson that there are organizations I've worked with. I still keep relationship with all of my bosses in every organization I've worked with. I still do. I can walk back. If I go to Nigeria, I can step into IFDC any day, anytime, and I'll be welcomed with an open hand. If I go to Ghana, I can step into IDE. I will be welcomed with an open hand. Loyalty shortens destiny. That's one of the danger. Disloyalty, it shortens destiny. Number 3, disloyalty creates instability in teams and organizations. So if your team is not bounding, check where is the gap on loyalty. Disloyalty is definitely one of the challenge. Number 4, disloyalty erodes your integrity and credibility. These are the truths. It erodes it. People can't trust you. People can't recommend you. Number 5, it hinders your spiritual and personal growth. It hinders it. Now, what are the rewards of loyalty? Quickly. When you are a loyal person, trust and promotion. That's why some of us, we are not scared. We are not perfect. We are building ourselves on a daily basis. This is why I'm teaching this. And you may be wondering, why am I teaching this in November? 2026 is going to be a great year. And I can guarantee to every one of us, it's going to be the best year in your field. But you have to build on these foundations. Because when you are climbing to that ladder of greatness, if you lack this, I tell you, it will be a challenge. Another reward of loyalty is it brings access to favor. You have access and you have favor. People open doors for someone that is loyal. When you are loyal, you get opportunity. Again, it brings peace and stability. It empowers legacy and influence. Loyalty attracts others to like your character. It also has a divine reward. Now, practical ways to demonstrate loyalty, but for the sake of time, I will not be able to share this. Now, as we conclude, and I'm being mindful of time, please, if you have your questions, you can begin to drop your questions, on our chat comment section at the Zoom, or once we pause, you can also raise your hand and we give you an opportunity to ask your question. And let me also use this opportunity to, we have a lot of announcements, and I'm going to appeal to everyone that please stay behind and listen to. There is so much that we are going to be doing in the upcoming days and also for 2026. But in 2026, I'm starting the James Oluwole Leadership Elevation Growth Cycle. It's going to be a coaching, a mastermind learning for 6 months from January to June. More details will be shared at the end of this section. Please stay tuned and listen to them. There is a lot of information that we'll be sharing today. So now let's look at the connectivity between integrity, competence, and loyalty. How do they connect? Now, and this has been put in scenarios, and I want you to follow me through as I run through this very quickly. The scenario number 1, when you are someone that has integrity, but you lack competence and loyalty. Now, let's look at the profile of that kind of a person. You have integrity, but you are not competent or you are not loyal. So the profile of that kind of a person is a person that is honest. The person is ethical. The person is trustworthy. And the person will never compromise. You are ethical. You are truthful. But that individual lacks skills. You lack skills to perform effectively. And you are not deeply committed to people or to the organization. Your loyalty is at low level. Your competence is at low level, but you have a high integrity. Yes, you don't lie. You speak truth. If they drop money here, you will not pick it. But if they give a tax, you cannot perform a tax. You are not also loyal. They can't rely on you. You are not dependable. Man, it's too bad. Integrity only will never keep you. I'm going to use the example of Nigeria again. Nigeria made a very big mistake. There was a past president, I would not mention the name, who had built himself on integrity. He's being called Mr. Integrity. And he took the position of the presidency. And man, the country went backward, more than 10 years backward. Because integrity without competence will lead to failure. Don't take position based on integrity only. Don't try it. You want position, you want authority, you want power. Please build integrity, build competence, and build loyalty. Many times, people with integrity are highly religious, and they believe their integrity status makes them better than anyone. That's it, their mindset. Check their lives. When you see people that are integrity, they are religious people, highly religious. And they believe that they are the Mr. Perfect, Mrs. Perfect. If they hold leadership position, there is no growth around them. And everything remains stagnant. And they feel very okay with that. They will not grow. And they will never allow you to grow. So there is stagnation. When you see a leader that there is no growth, check that leader's life. Is having this weakness. They don't learn and they are not committed to improving themselves. They are Mr. Integrity. They will never learn. You give them feedback, they will not accept. They feel they know too much. They dwell so much on integrity and they are never committed to learning. When people around them are making efforts to be the best and to showcase their work, they feel threatened. They feel threatened. They don't want you to grow. They want you to stay at their level. Now, what are the challenges when you lack competence? As I said, there is poor performance, there is inefficiency, there's frustrations and lost opportunities. Others may respect the person's honesty but avoid assigning key responsibilities to them. Integrity alone cannot deliver results. Please understand this. When you are just having integrity and you lack competence, you depend so much on others. They become moral voice, but no productive contribution. They are just a moral voice, but contribution zero. Limited career and business growth without competence. Integrity becomes well-intentioned weakness. So please, don't build on your integrity only if you lack competence and if you lack loyalty. What are the challenges when you are a person of integrity and you don't have loyalty? You have unstable relationships. Even with good morals, disloyalty breeds distrust. Inconsistent commitment. They may act ethically, but not stand with the team in difficult times. They are inconsistent. They are not committed. Perceived unreliability. Others may not feel safe confiding or collaborating with them. Please understand in summary, that is when you are someone of integrity and you lack competence and loyalty. You can be right in heart, but wrong in performance. Integrity without competence leads to trust without results. Integrity without loyalty leads to honor without commitment. I take that again. You can be right in heart, but wrong in performance. Integrity without competence leads to trust without result. And integrity without loyalty leads to honor without commitment. I hope you are feeling me this evening. Now you can understand why I ask everyone not to miss a section. The number 2 scenario. When someone has competence but lacks integrity and loyalty. The profile of this kind of person is that this is a person that is highly skilled, highly intelligent, very productive, but you cannot trust them because they are dishonest. They are self-centered. They are unfaithful to relationships and organizations. When you are competent and you don't have integrity and loyalty, it's dangerous. You are highly skilled. You can do the work. You are an excellent person, but you are manipulative. You are dishonest. Their motive in building competence is for personal interest and to use their skills as an advantage to others. They can do anything for money, for power, for fame, for position. They can do anything. They are with you for only what they can get from you. They lack the heart of gratitude and never appreciate those that supported them to become great in life and career. They use their skills for bad intentions and fraudulent activities, overriding systems and controls because they are too intelligent. They are so skillful, but they use the skill the bad way. Are you that kind of a person? Do you have those kind of people within your system? You need leaders. If you're a leader here, I want to encourage you. Join the Elevation Growth program next year. Any leader here, you own a business, it's going to be transformational. I'm telling you the truth. We are building ourselves, and that is going to be an exclusive group. And so much is not just going to be theory, there's going to be practical with different working tools that we can apply. We are moving from speaking and theoretical to actionable engagement. Everyone on this platform, I encourage you. Unfortunately, I can't pick everyone. The maximum number we're going to have is between 25 and 30. That's the maximum, because we want to make sure we have a small number and make the impact visible. We are moving, we are growing, and we want to start having clear visibility with tangible results of people that we can see as the result of what the impact of James Oluwole leadership is doing in them. So I encourage you. You are going to hear the fee later. Please join it, be part of it. Then, what are the challenges when you lack integrity? You have competence, as I said, mistrust and suspicious, ethical compromise, short-lived success. Your success is short-lived. They might rise fast, but fall faster due to scandal or corruption. Your rising will be fast, but your falling will be fast. They go into toxic influence. They erode organizational culture by examples, and they do a lot of things. Now, when you lack loyalty, frequent job hopping and betrayal, these kind of people, because they are highly skilled, they never stay in a place. So within 1 month, they've left an organization. Man, I've seen people like that. They get a job, and within 3 months, they've gotten other jobs. And you're imagining, all they're after is salary. They are not loyal. They chase self-interest over collective good. Weak team spirit. They prioritize personal gain over team growth. Vulnerability to competitor. They feel threatened. They may leak information or shift allegiance to another competitor. Now, what are the summary of the challenges? Competence without character is a loaded weapon in a wrong hand. Such individuals can deliver great results temporarily, but will eventually destroy trust, culture, and reputation. I'm sorry, we're running out of time, and please bear with me today. I just need to finish this. Now, the third scenario is when someone has loyalty but lack integrity and competence. This person is faithful. They are supportive and committed, but they lack honesty and skills. They are very weak and cannot address any wrongdoing of a person they are loyal to because of personal interest and benefit. That is, when you are someone that has loyalty but you lack integrity and competence, they can betray anyone just for what they can get. They have little or no emotion. And the challenges in terms of their integrity is that their loyalty is a blind loyalty. They may support wrong actions or cover unethical behavior, corruption risks. The loyalty may become emotional and not principled. Credibility challenge. Those are the challenges. Their competence challenge is also their low productivity, burden on the system, stagnation, no growth. And the summary of that is that your loyalty without integrity becomes slavery. When you are loyal and you don't have integrity, you are operating in a slavery mentality. Loyalty without competence becomes a liability. And such individuals are emotionally loyal but professionally weak, leading to trust without values. Now, what happens when you have the combination of the three? Because now you've seen the challenges. This is where I want us to all be. What happens when you have integrity, character, competence, and loyalty? You have everything. This person is trustworthy, is skillful, is committed as a complete professional and dependable leader. They represent the ideal combination for personal, career, and organizational excellence. The benefit to the individual is that your reputation, you build a strong reputation. Your superiors trust you. Your peers, your subordinates, they trust you. Number two, your career growth is guaranteed. Such people naturally rise to leadership and influence. Long-term success, they sustain excellence because they are both good and faithful. Please be this. Build yourself to be this. Every day, I am checking my integrity. Every day, I am checking my competence. Every day, I am checking my loyalty. You know, in one of my teachings when I was teaching on valued employee, I spoke about loyalty and I said, for some of us, we've not worked in many organizations. Why? We are loyal. We are loyal to, it's not that there are no opportunities. With my qualifications, with my degrees, opportunities are there. But we are loyal because we believe that it's not just about moving around. As much as there is a growth success, let's go. Long-term success, inner fulfillment, you feel fulfilled when you are a person that has these three. Then attractive network, you have great relationships. People want to be around you. Then to the organization, you build a high culture of trust as a team. Hey, sustainable growth, customer confidence. Customers, they love an organization that has integrity, competence, and loyalty. They love them. Your culture, the people want to work with that organization. If you're a business owner, you need to talk you might need to reach out to me to share this to you so that I'm available to train your employees. Because every business person, you need to develop these three. Every of your staff need to build this. Your recruitment should be based on integrity, competence, and loyalty. Any business person. Strong leadership pipeline, reduce risks. When integrity builds the foundation, competence raises the structure, and loyalty guides the house. Success becomes unshakable. When integrity builds the foundation and competence raises the structure of the building and loyalty guides the house, success becomes unshakable. I have a table here for the sake of time. We will not go. In conclusion, integrity earns trust. Competence earns respect. Loyalty earns relationship and continuity. Integrity is the root. Competence is the fruit. Loyalty is the fragrance. In the world of leadership and business, these three form the triangle of greatness. When one side is missing, the structure collapses. When all three align, influence becomes unstoppable. Thank you. We have the following important announcement. Number one, for anyone that is in Mozambique, in Maputo particularly, on November 23rd, there is this important program that I will be a guest speaker. It's a church program. So if you're in Maputo, I'm inviting you to the Seed Growing Church International Maputo on 23rd of November which is the next 2 weeks at 9 a.m. And I will be teaching on building the mindset for financial wealth. I'm inviting everyone. If you're in the city of Maputo, I'm inviting you to the Seed Growing Church International Maputo for an important wealth empowerment summit, which is tagged Building the Mindset for Financial Wealth. It's going to be an explosive engagement where we're engaging on the principles of wealth creation and understanding why people have always remained in poverty level. I am encouraging everyone to please be part of it, particularly if you're in Mozambique. On 30th of November, I want to encourage everyone. Please join this program. 30th of November, that will be the final teaching for the year. After the November teaching, we are going on break and resuming in January. On the 30th of November, I'm going to teach a topic, and it's just going to be part 1 only. Building momentum for a purposeful year 2026. How do you build momentum? Now, I feel that we are making mistakes where many people wait till January before they plan the new year. No. We are redefining that from November, I want you to do an assessment of how 2025 has been. Where do you need to align? And what do you need to advance in the pursuit of your goals to see it getting accomplished in 2026? Please don't miss this teaching on 30th of November, same time. Building momentum for a purposeful year 2026. I can guarantee to you it's going to be transformational. The flyer is out and you can see it on my screen. We are getting ready into business. Okay, the elevation growth cycle. I've talked a lot about the elevation growth cycle. Now, what are the benefits you will get? Or what are the key highlights if you are part of the elevation growth cycle? Let me just run it quickly. The things you will gain. You will lead effectively and inspire others with clarity, confidence, and accountability in any field. Number 2, you are going to be able to build relationships that create synergies and multiply influence. Number 3, you are going to be able to turn your dreams, your learning, your goals into measurable success. I'm working a lot on this. I'm putting a lot of things into place to making sure that the value is being offered. Number 4, you are going to cultivate a lifelong learning and growth mindset. And the most important one, you're going to build and retain wealth through financial intelligence, investment, and stewardship. Is not a group or a program that you wouldn't want to be part. Now, what is the fee? The flyer is going to be out. The fee is a 6-month program. We are meeting every week. And please, we are not billing for fee. We are billing for value. The value here whatever that you are going to be paying cannot be commensurate with the value. I'm being very objective to you. I pay thousands of dollars for these courses, for these programs. I pay a lot, and you've known my life that I'm just willing to give all. But this, because of the level of investment we have made into this, and we are still going to make, that is why we are charging fee. And it's only slot for. Currently now we even have a lot of people that have signed up. I don't think we may just have 20 more people to sign up on it. A lot of people have already indicated interest. The fee is $500. Whether you're in any country, the conversion rate would apply. The standard fee is $500. And as I said, you are not paying for the amount, you are paying for value. But understanding my personality also, I looked at also the network of people we have, and I want everybody, as many as can, even though we are limiting the number to 30. We are not going to exceed that. If there are more then we have another fix after the 6-month program. Because I cannot, I have a full-time job. This is going to be something I do during my off hours from job. So I'm offering a 50% discount. The cost the discount I'm offering is 50%. It means you are paying $250 instead of $500. But you must commit and pay before the 20th of December. After 20th of December, the fee changes immediately. As an individual, $250. Now, I know that we also have a lot of couples here. If you are a couple, that's the husband and wife want to be part of it, which I would strongly encourage, then you're going to pay $400 for both of you rather than paying $500. And all of this is up to the 20th of December. All of the details, you're going to have that by during this week. The flyers and the payment platforms will be out. As I said again, it's not about the fee, it's about the value. Another update I also wanted to share with you all is that before the end of the year, I might be reaching out to some of you. We have testimonial forms, and we would like to have people complete that for if you're interested, just to give us your feedback on the impact that this leadership has made to you. And I also drop, for those that are on the platform, on the social media, on the WhatsApp platform, if you're interested in 1 hour free one-to-one coaching section, I'm offering just 10 slots, and already we have 5. So I'm saying if you're interested, it's free for 1 hour. Reach out to me via my WhatsApp. And my WhatsApp is, for many people, you have it. Check with your link person with me. And if you're watching my screen on Zoom, you can have those WhatsApp both in my Ghana line and my Mozambican line. We just have 5 slots remaining because 3 people. It's a free one-to-one coaching, just you and I. Where are your challenges? What aspect of your goals do you want to work around? And I can tell you, it's going to be great. Ask those that have been there before, they can tell you. So thank you. At this moment, we'll take questions. Thank you, please. When you have that situation, what I'm going to encourage you is this. Please, we are learning every day. We are improving and we are growing every day. You should not feel, bad that, every one of us here, we are not perfect. In one way or the other, we have done something wrong or something unethical or something personal to our interest or being favorable to someone that has affected the ethical values that we even believe on. I mean, many of us I have, so because we need to be honest with ourselves. But over time now, we are learning, we are growing, and we are beginning to separate what is wrong, what is right from what is wrong. Now, when you're doing that, you need to be able to hold your ground and hold on to your conviction. And that is why it is at the maturity level. At the maturity level, you are ready to, if it is based on your integrity and your integrity, if you will lose the job, let it be. Let it be. I mean, that is the extent that you are, your loyalty is on truth. Your loyalty is on righteousness, on the right things. And you are not ready to compromise. Now, if the other party, who is your boss, who is the owner of the business, feels threatened, they can let you go. Fine. The key thing is that your conscience is, you feel okay, that yes, you may have made a mistake in the past, but now you have understood yourself, you've grown, you've learned, and you've improved. So what I will encourage is that even if the boss is feeling threatened, engage the boss and let him know. Let the leader know that, look, we used to do this before, but I'm sorry. I have changed. I can't do this again. I'm sorry. So if you are going to ask me to do this another time, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. I mean, tell the person ahead of time. Let the person know your principles and begin to speak through and you see, the mistake many of us do, and I want to just correct this quickly, is that sometimes what we speak and what we do is completely different, and it needs to align. So what you do and what you speak needs to align. So you just need to engage that and correct it. I hope I address your question. um, staying on what is truth, what is right, is going to hurt. And I'm telling you this from experience, from what I've gone through. People that are of integrity, that uphold values of the organization, they are not liked. And it's not everybody we should bother ourselves to like us. It's not everybody that you should bother yourself that you should keep relationship with. There are relationships that you should not have. And I keep saying this. Every day of my life, myself and my family, we are checking what relationship should we keep. What relationship should we let go? What relationship should we put at distance? Because it's not everybody that is going towards your journey. You are different. And this is a clear example of what we have said, that people make up CVs. They show everything. They may even have the qualifications, but they lack the competence. And they still want you to cover them up. Please, if you have the capacity to let them go, let them go. If you have the capacity to train them, train them. And if they are failing, don't be scared to let people go. I'm telling you, it's going to be far for your peace and hurting when you allow them, because they may destroy you. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. They may complicate you to the point that you can't even come out of it. If you allow incompetence to strive, it might affect you, sir. So, sir, you cannot love people beyond you love yourself. You should love yourself. We follow the rules that Christ himself gave us. He said, love your neighbor as yourself. It's not, you can't love somebody else beyond the way you love yourself. No. So you shouldn't love people to the detriment of your own impact, sir, or that it will affect you. So my recommendation, speak to the leadership. If you want to recommend them to when you let the person know that, look, I'm going to give you 3 months as a probation or a performance improvement plan. I'm going to put you on a performance improvement plan. If you're not improving, 3 months, we'll let you go. It's as simple as that. Maintain your stance. People may not like you, but over time, they will appreciate you for this. And I will encourage books that you can read. Good to Great is one book. You need to read Good to Great. It's going to give you a lot of input into that. There are a lot of books, so that's my contribution on that. Now, let me address that. The first thing is that loyalty is from both sides. It is not, and this is why we are teaching all of this. Because many times, leaders and employers are feeling that it's the employee that should be loyal to them, but they are failing to be loyal to the employees. And I provided this in my teaching earlier this year. I will recommend you, sir, that you can listen to my teaching on becoming a valued employee, a valued and sought after employee, and how organization will retain their best employees. I did those teachings in February and March, if I'm not mistaken, and I can share those links to you, sir. It addresses a lot of things, but just to address your question, it's a both side. Organization must show loyalty to the employees. How? The employees must be able to feel comfortable working with the organization. The employee must be able to understand that this organization means my good, my well-being. Are the alignment of the goals of the organization in alignment with that of the employee. There has to be connect, it has to connect. So there has to be the loyalties from both sides. And many times, the leaders and the supervisors who are representing the organization are the challenges in this situation. Many of those leaders are doing things on their own self. Then your second question, how do we differ employee loyalty from a mere obedient and compliant? Now, this is how you know, and this is going to be part of my elevation growth masterclass program. I'm going to be diving much into this, but let me just say this quickly. When employees are following based on obedience and compliance, and there are 5 levels of leadership. The number 1 is position level. That is the most lowest. It means they are following you, the entire organization, not because they want to remain there. They are just there for another reason, probably salary. When there is an opportunity, those people will leave. They will never be loyal. So having people to be loyal to compliance and policy only, as much as it's important, you need to graduate. They need to develop to not just being obedient to but owning the culture, owning the policy. At that level, they are following the policy not because of the rules. They are following the policy because of the passion, because of the belief they have in the organization. And that is what I will encourage. Okay, thank you, ma'am, for the question. And please bear with us. We're already running beyond our time. Generally, we end this section, but this is a very engaging time, and I hope you would give us the opportunity for another 10 minutes before we wrap up. Please bear with us. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your question. My response to this would be that obedience that compromises loyalty or your conviction, in my opinion, and this is what I would encourage. First is our principles, and this is why. Let me start by saying that, please don't join organizations, don't join systems, don't join a platform that you know does not align with your objectives. Let's start with that. It's good to have that alignment. Ideologies are great. Let it always align. Now, and I know that there are situations where sometimes someone might push you to, say, for instance, to lie, or to do something that might be out of your conviction or your principle. And there are two things. One is you should be able to tell the person that, look, I'm sorry, this is challenging for me. I feel that at every stage, our ability to be honest, to be able to speak and be transparent, even in that situation, might help. I know there might be situations where also we may slip, we may make an error, we may do what is wrong, or we may allow, or we may just do something that is not ethical. But even when you do and you realize that this is against your values, my encouragement would be that go back to that person and let that person know that, I'm sorry, you made me to do this, and honestly, it's against my principles and my value. I don't do these things. So next time, I just want you to know that I don't do. Let the person know. So obedience, as we said, obedience is not blind allegiance. Loyalty, when it's becoming a blind obedience that is affecting truth, that is affecting convictions and principles, it's becoming manipulative, it's becoming deceptive, it's becoming. So if you go back to how manipulative loyalty is, you're going to see that. So we just need to be able to be transparent, be open, and even when we make the error, or we should go back and tell the individual, so that in the future we're able to make sure that it does not repeat itself again. The boundaries are set. That's what I will encourage. I know it's difficult. It's really difficult. We are not all perfect. I know people will say, oh, it's not as easy. It's true. I mean, I go through those challenges sometimes. It's not easy. I need to be honest with you. But we make efforts that every day we want to keep improving. And that's the intention that we should all have, that we want to keep improving in these areas as much as we can. I hope I address your question, ma'am. Paulo, I understand that the context, I know is difficult, it's challenging, and I know that. But truth remains truth. You can't change the fact. And let me use myself as an example. I have been in difficult situations, and not many times, in many situations, I have been in difficult situations where it's either I compromise or I resign or I put my life to risk. But you see, this is also where the place of God is critical, and I need to be honest with everyone. If you are going to stay faithful, you are going to stay competent and fight for what is right, you need the thought, you need the divine help. I need to be objective to you. The God factor is critical. Now, let me also say this, that you might be hurt temporarily. You might be denied your growth, but you have a conviction personally within you. And the number two is that at the end goal, you might be amazed what it might turn out to be. Now, I have a simple question to everyone as I round up. We are really out of time. Even a corrupt person, a thief, will not want his or her money to be managed by a thief. Someone that is highly corrupt will still be looking for someone with integrity to manage their resources. Why? That tells you the value of integrity. So the systems could be bad, the processes could be bad, but can you choose to single yourself out? Can you choose to separate yourself? And the key thing is you let people know on time. You see, one of the mistakes we do is that we don't let people know. We don't set the boundaries. We don't communicate the boundaries. So we need to be able to clarify it, and that is going to be what I will encourage you to follow. That please make an effort to do that. I want to sincerely appreciate everyone. I see another hand raised. I'm sorry, we can't take question any longer. I just want to appreciate everyone for your time this evening, both from the WhatsApp platform, from the Zoom platform. Mr. Nicholas, thank you so much, sir, for your consistency. Mommy Glory, thank you so much. Mr. Ogunsheye, thank you so much. Pastor Steve, thank you so much. Mr. Eze, I see a lot of people from different, Mr. Ayobami, Ebenezer, thank you. Pastor Femi and the wife also, we are so much grateful. Bridget, Abigail, a lot. Thank you all for your trust. Thank you for your belief in this program. Let's keep growing. Mr. Samuel, thank you. And let's keep impacting our world. On our WhatsApp platform, Mr. Andy, Isaac, Isaiah, Mr. Emmanuel, Tolorun Loju, Mr. Thomas, and everyone. Fidelia, Hamidatu, Paulo, thank you all. And I needed to also appreciate Desire for being very, very helpful. Thank you, Desire. He's just at the background supporting the media. We are improving, we are growing, and I just want to thank Desire for always being a tremendous support person. Godfred, Vania, Bode Thomas, and the rest of them have been solid at the background, supporting them. And again, I need to appreciate my dear wife, Omotola. Thank you also for standing by and controlling and some of the back-end efforts that you do. Thank you all. So please, if you're in Mozambique, Maputo particularly, don't miss the 23rd program. You're going to see the flyers going out soon. Don't miss it. It's going to be explosive. The church is not difficult to find. It's just within the where they do the anniversary, the Independence Day, around the roundabout. Just before that, that's where the Seed Growing Church is. Connect with me and I can link you 9 a.m. If you miss your service that day to build your financial wealth, God will appreciate you. And even your pastor will understand. So be part of that program. Don't miss it for any reason. You're going to see the publicity from tomorrow blasting all around because we really want to make impact. Poverty is our problem. It's poverty that makes people don't have integrity. One of the reasons people lack integrity and loyalty is because of money. I'm telling you, if you are financially buoyant, you can tell your boss that, look, I don't need your job. You move away. Poverty has kept people to be lying. So that's why we want to deal with the problem of integrity. And poverty is that problem. So join me on that section. It's going to be excellent. If you need me also to speak to your organization, I do remote support. I do Zoom. We can do virtual. I plan to also travel to Eswatini soon. I would love to connect with my people in Eswatini. I will be planning to travel to places. South Africans, I'm here for you if you need me. We are available anywhere. The James Oro leadership is growing, and you're going to be seeing more of us in 2026. Thank you so much for your trust. Thank you for your time, and a very good evening to you all. Thank you, and bye for now.